GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Yellow. Yellow.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Headed straight, it's Pacheco to the 43, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Attack, attack! Yellow!
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
15. Come back.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Yellow. 57. 15.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, Ripley. Color. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Yellow, 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 yellow. Attack, attack. Hey, let's go.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he stopped immediately there. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 10.
Hey, yellow, hey, go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
They'll try and throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 20. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end.
A man from nearby Wichita, it's Breece Hall.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throwing partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Hey, 43. Yellow. Hey, Riblet. Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So they opted to run the ball there on 3rd down on their side of the field.
I wonder if that was a called play, or did he check into it? And if he did, that took a lot of guts, because on his own side of the field, an obvious passing down, decides to run the football, and he pick up the first down. Give that man a ton of credit.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now Mahomes. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
And they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome
welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Cobb in motion right. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Attack, attack!
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Yellow! Yellow, yellow!
Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Attack, attack! Yellow!
3rd and short, McKinnon. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. Sold out there at the end with a dive to pick up the first.
Were you as surprised as I am that they actually ran the ball there?
Yeah, I thought they might throw it.
Me too, but instead, they went old-fashioned, ran the football, and he made that call correct with that dive at the end.
Yellow!
Mahomes takes it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chiefs take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Well, now how about this return?
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That'll give them 8 that time. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. To throw is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Motion man right is Rice. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And a short gain down to about the 33. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw, it's Rodgers. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Rodgers to throw once more. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Lazard will go in motion right.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
In motion goes the tight end. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Randall Cobb, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. And that's the run that should seal the victory.
Mahomes going to throw it here.
He's got some room to operate. Touchdown! Patrick Mahomes finding Mecole Hardman. And the Chiefs